Good evening. My name is Tammy Hager. I'm the principal of Garfield Heights High School, and I would like to welcome you to our College Credit Plus Information Night. We have a lot of great information to share with you, so thank you for joining in.
Okay, and I'm Mrs. Marksberry. I'm one of the guidance counselors here. We are going to show a short video first, talking about the general rules and procedures for College Credit Plus that students and family need to know, some general information. But first, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to have everybody here introduce themselves. So again, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay, go ahead.
Oh, so like I said, I'm Miss Hager has already introduced herself. She's the Garfield Heights High School principal. I'm Miss Marksberry. I'm the Garfield Heights High School guidance counselor.
I'm Minetta Brower. I'm one of the College Credit Plus coordinators at Cuyahoga Community College East Campus.
I'm Alicia McTier. I'm also a coordinator at Eastern Campus, Cuyahoga Community College.
Hi, my name is Amanda Zacher. I'm a senior admissions counselor at Cleveland State, working with College Credit Plus students.
Okay, and again, I'm going to show a short video that just talks about some general information regarding College Credit Plus for students and families. We will take questions at the end of the video, and then we will have Tri-C and Cleveland State talk about their specific programs.
College Credit Plus is a dual enrollment program which allows college-ready students in grades 7 through 12 earn high school and college credits. It is free as long as the student gets accepted to the college, they are taking college-level courses, and they pass the courses that they are enrolled in. While it is a worthwhile program, it is not for every student, which is why we want to make sure that students and parents are aware of not only the benefits of the program, but also the possible consequences for participating. In order to participate, an intent letter must be submitted to us by April 1st of that calendar year. For example, if the student would like to participate in the summer of 2021 or fall of 2021, then the intent form must be turned into by April 1st of this calendar year. The intent form can be found on our website, or it can be picked up in the guidance office. Or if it's easier, you can email your guidance counselor and we can submit it to you. Students are then responsible for not only filling out the intent form in a timely manner, but also filling out the application to the college of their choice, filling out the transcript release form and returning that back into me, which allows me to submit the transcripts to the school or university, and for taking the necessary ACT or placement test in a timely manner in order to meet the college application deadlines. In order to participate in the program, the college or the institution must accept that student. Colleges have the final decision on whether a student can participate in their College Credit Plus program based on a minimum set of standards. Those minimum set of standards could include their GPA, an ACT, or a placement score. It is solely the decision of the college or university to accept that student. Because CCP is a dual enrollment program, students' grades received from the college or university will be reported on not only the student's college transcript, but on their high school transcripts as well. If they receive a poor grade in a college course, they do not have the right for that course to be omitted from their transcript. Please be aware that a low grade or a failing grade in a college level course could significantly lower students' GPA, which could affect their chances for admission and or scholarship opportunities for future colleges. Even if the student withdraws from the course, the college transcript and the high school transcript will reflect the student's final grade. Students must also still adhere to the Ohio Department of Education's graduation requirements, which stipulates the necessary credits required for high school graduation, as well as the necessary end-of-course scores in order to receive a diploma. Honors credit will also be issued for those classes which Garfield Heights High School has an honors course or AP course available in that subject area. For example, history, English, science, math, computer, and art are all courses that we have at the high school, which we offer in AP and honors courses. Therefore, any course offered through CCP will be awarded or calculated on a 4.5 scale. Other classes, such as health and business, will be calculated in the student's GPA as a 4.0 scale. Because College Credit Plus is a dual enrollment program, the students do earn high school and college credit. Each college level course that are 3 credit hours above will be issued 1 Carnegie unit or 1 high school credit. Any course which is 2 credit hour college course will earn the students 2/3 of a high school credit, and a 1 credit hour college course will convert to 1/3 of a high school credit. Students are also limited to the number of college credits they are allowed per year, which is based on their high school schedules. For each high school class they are taking with Garfield Heights High School, you multiply that amount times 3 and subtract that number from 30 in order to determine how many college credits are available for the per year. For example, a student who is taking no classes at the high school are offered 30 college credit hours per year. A student who is taking 2 classes at the high school, say they are taking band and music express, you multiply the amount of credit hours that they're taking at high school, which would be 2, times 3, which is 6, and subtract that from 30, which would give them 24. That would be the amount of college credits they're allowed per year. And if you ever have any questions about that, you can certainly email me and we can talk about how many credits they're allowed per year based on your child's schedule here at the high school. Schools are also required to provide academic advising for students who are interested in College Credit Plus. After the students apply and are deemed eligible to participate, it is their responsibility for meeting with the academic counselor at the college or university. It is important for them to be aware that they are considered independent decision makers at the college or university, and Garfield Heights High School cannot necessarily intervene if there is a problem with a course or a teacher. Since the State Department of Education takes money out of their general fund for the purposes of College Credit Plus, if a student then withdraws from a class past the withdrawal date established by the university or college for no record, or fails a class, then the parent, guardian, and or student is then responsible to reimburse Garfield Heights High School for the cost of the course and the textbooks associated with that course. Also, if a senior fails a course or withdraws from a course that is required for graduation, please be aware that it could make them ineligible to graduate in May unless they complete credit recovery for that course. If the student also fails or has too many failures or withdrawals from too many courses, it could negatively impact their ability for student financial aid in the future and or their ability to participate in College Credit Plus in the future. Through College Credit Plus, students can elect to take courses at the college or at the high school through a partnership with Tri-C. Courses offered at the high school include College Algebra 1530, Trigonometry 1540, Biology, Ecology, and Evolution 1060, along with the lab, and Theater Appreciation 1010, For these courses, students can enroll through the high school provided they have applied to the college, they have returned the necessary paperwork, and are deemed eligible by the university with the appropriate GPA and/or test score. Students may also elect to take College Credit Plus courses on the college campus or university. Students taking College Credit Plus courses on the college campus or the university are responsible for providing their own transportation, and Garfield Heights High School is not responsible for those transportation costs. For students who are participating in College Credit Plus courses, it is also important for them to check in with their guidance counselor periodically throughout the year. There are many events that occur throughout the school year, such as dances, testing, local scholarships, etc., which occur during the school year. So it is important for the student and families to check the school website often, keep in touch with their guidance counselor through email or through the Google Classroom for their graduating class. Garfield Heights High School is not responsible for calling individual students about dance tickets, scholarship information, meetings, etc. Unless it is a course offered at our high school, students will be required to schedule their college courses with the university or advisor at the college. If they are taking high school classes, students need to remember that some course times at our high school may not necessarily move to accommodate the times that they are available at the college and university. Also remember that counselors at the college and university also have peak scheduling times for enrollment and for admission. So students need to be responsible and be aware of any application deadlines or scheduling deadlines in order to get the classes that they would like to get. The procedures. So the procedures for College Credit Plus may differ with each individual university. Applications would be found on their website. For Tri-C, you would complete the application for the school, or for Cleveland State, you would complete the application through CCP at their school or Kent State. So you would need to go to each individual college for their CCP application for the school of their choice. You must complete the intent form by April 1st, along with the initial form and the transcript release form, and those must all be returned in to Mrs. Marksberry. Please do not return them to other guidance counselors. So it's the intent form, the transcript release form, which allows me to submit your transcripts, and the initial form, which tells us that you're aware of the benefits and the possible consequences of CCP. Then you must schedule and take any necessary assessment tests through the college assessment office. After that, you will receive notification or acceptance from the college and university, whether you've been accepted or you're eligible to participate, or whether you're not eligible to participate based on your test scores and your GPA. Students attending Tri-C must also complete a form that's called an authorization to attend form with Ms. Marksberry. If you're taking classes just offered at our high school, you don't necessarily need the authorization form. But if you're taking any classes on their campus, you do need the authorization to attend form first. Then you need to schedule a meeting with the CCP advisor. And we also ask that you provide a copy of your schedule before you go on summer break so that we can adjust any classes if we need to here, if we are able to adjust classes here. Like I said, some classes are singleton classes, and they may only be offered at one time. For books, CCP books are covered as a part of CCP as long as you follow the procedures that are set up through that college and university through CCP. We cannot reimburse books that you have bought on your own if you did not follow the CCP procedures. CCP book the CCP procedures. First, we would like for you to check and make sure and see if the book is available in our high school library. And if it's available, we would like you to check it out from our high school library before going to get it through the CCP procedure at Tri-C or CSU or Kent State, whichever school you're planning on going to.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now and see if we have any questions. Those are just general rules about CCP. So we can see, do we have any questions in the chat? And then, okay, so then I'm going to turn it over. If we don't have any questions in the chat, I'm going to have Minetta and Alicia. You guys want to talk about, you know, anything that you would like families to know about Tri-C or your procedures there that I might not have covered?
Minetta?
Yeah, so our program is basically, we follow the same guidelines as what the state mandate. We have various teaching formats. We have in-person, hybrid, online, synchronous and asynchronous courses at the participating high schools, as Ms. Marksberry stated. Morning, noon, and evening and weekend classes are offered. You have access to student services, which include counseling, tutoring, career center, transfer center, and even the RTA U-Pass. We do provide the student with what they call the RTA U-Pass so that they could take the public transportation to get back and forth to the campus if they're taking classes on campus. Or if they're not. As Ms. Marksberry stated, we do students who are 10th through 12th has to have the 3.0 GPA in order to participate and be eligible for the program. 7th through 9th, or I think 6th, they can start in the 6th grade. I think, right, Alicia? No, 7th through
7th
9th.
through 9th. Mm-hmm.
7th through 9th, they have to take both English placement as well as have the qualified GPA 3.0. If the high school counselors feels that the student could take, like if their GPA is maybe just a little bit under the 3.0, the high school counselors will inform the student if they feel like that they are, that, you know, they feel like they could participate in the CCP program by taking the both placement tests, English and math. You have to, in order to take math, if the students take regular courses such as English and those other electives that Ms. Marksberry spoke about, then the 3.0 is sufficient. However, if they want to take math or math placement classes, then they would have to take our ALEC. Right now, in this environment, they have to take our ALEC math placement as well. Alicia, you have anything else to add?
Students who are, well, since we have the partnership with Garfield, the students are able to take classes at their actual schools in case parents are concerned maybe that their child will be in a class with adults. So they wouldn't run into that issue with the CCP program at Garfield because we have a partnership with them. So they do offer the classes at their school. And everything is done online. So if your child is taking a class that's not offered at the school, we do offer courses online. So you would just sit down with your guidance counselor and fill out that intent to participate. I'm sorry, the authorization to attend, and they'll submit it to us. Once you get an email from us stating that it's been processed, you will then call the counseling department and schedule an appointment with them so that you can get your registration link, which everything goes to your Tri-C email account. So it's very important once you apply to Tri-C that you get that Tri-C email account set up, because all of your correspondences from Tri-C will go to that email. So it's important that you really check that. And also it's important that parents are added to the students' FERPA so that we're able to speak with them in regards to their students' records. They are considered college students, so they do have rights and privacy. So if they're not on the account, we are not able to speak with you in regards to your child's student record, even though they are a minor. So that's important that you do that also. Once your student gets registered, we would need that information on their account in order to release information to you as a parent. It is a very good program. We do want to make sure that your students are ready because it is college, and the grades that they get stay on their record is not taken off at any point. So we just want to make sure that the students are ready, know how to use good time management, and that they know the importance of what they're getting themselves into.
And also, if I may add, each semester that the student want to take courses at Tri-C, they do have to meet with their high school counselors to complete that authorization to attend form.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a question in the chat. The student has a 4.2 and is taking all honors classes. Does she still have to take the placement test, or is there a different test for honors student? I believe I can answer this. You guys step in if I answer it incorrectly. If they're in grades 7 through 9, they do have to take the English and the math placement test. But if they're in grades 10 through 10 and up, they would use their GPA for the English, so they don't have to take the English placement test, but they do have to take the ALEX math placement test. And that may differ. Am I correct, Mynetta and Alicia?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
And then I'm not sure if that is true still with CSU. So Cleveland State is going to talk about, are you guys, Mynetta and Alicia, did you need to add anything else?
No, that was all we had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Amanda Zucker talk about Cleveland State now then, and then you know, if there are any other questions, just throw them in the chat and we can answer those questions.
Hi everyone. So at Cleveland State for the summer semester, we are waiving the ACT, SAT scores for sure, as long as the student has a 3.0 GPA. However, we haven't made that decision yet for the fall, just because the language in the state's release of changing the requirements said that they could change at any time. So we just want to be sure that we're following the state standards with that. So if a student has a 3.0 plus unweighted GPA, no ACT or SAT scores required, but you may need to take a placement test depending on what courses you plan to take at CSU. So for English and math, you might still have to take a placement test. If you are looking to attend CCP at Cleveland State, you need to fill out our application on our website at engagecsu.com/apply, then submit the official high school transcript. And then we have a parent and school authorization form, school counselor authorization form that you need to submit. And those can be downloaded with the application, or if you can't find it, you can always email me and I'm happy to email that over. We do have application deadlines. So if a student's interested in taking summer courses this year, the application needs to be filled out and everything submitted by April 15th, because our summer classes do start on May 15th. And then if they're interested in starting this fall, the application deadline is June 15th. And then for spring, it's November 1st. Once the students applied, and we have all their documents, they'll be reviewed for admission. And if they're admitted, then they'll get access to their Cleveland State email, and they'll be contacted from our advisor to sign up for orientation. And then they'll attend orientation, which is where they'll register for courses. And yeah, our classes, my dog just started playing with his toy, so I'm so sorry if you can hear him. But our classes for the summer, we haven't decided how they're going to be held, if they're going to be held all in person, if they're going to still be hybrid. But that will be released through our schedule online and updated anytime there's an update for that. So typically our students do have to come to the downtown campus to attend courses until they have 30 college credit plus courses, college credit plus credits rather, under their belt. But I think because of COVID, we've been way more relaxed with how students can take classes, whether it's in person or online. So yeah, if there's any questions, just let me know.
Are there any other questions in the chat? No? Okay. All right. Did anybody also want to add anything else that they might not have touched on? I know parents and students usually have a lot of questions. I just want to let you know too that there is on our website under the high school page, the home page under College Credit Plus, I have links to both Cleveland State's application and Tri-C's. If you check out both of their websites, they both have like a plethora of information about College Credit Plus on both of them. I think, you know, both Cleveland State and Tri-C do a wonderful job as far as like putting that information up there on their websites. And you can certainly email me, you know, if you have any questions too. I can Zoom meet with you, or I can, you know, certainly meet with your student. And I hear there's one more question. Okay, for our first time. Okay.
How about I read it? It'll be a little faster.
Pardon me?
I'm going to read the question.
Okay.
For a first-time high school student applicant who will be a junior, will the student be required to take core classes such as English, or could they take their regular high school English course at school?
They can take their regular high school English course at school. And you guys can hop in at any time if I say this incorrectly, but you know, it depends on what their placement score test score is. You know, if they're taking the ACT or the ALEX placement test, will determine which courses they're allowed to enroll in. So, you know, students have enrolled in social psychology, sociology. They've taken, you know, some computer classes there. So it all is based on their test score and what they're allowed to take. So they can certainly take their English class here if they want to explore some other classes there. And I know, Minetta, I think you or Alicia had sent me a list of courses that are available for first-year students, and those can be found on your website, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And they need to score 46 on the ALEX math placement test for eligibility for a CCP.
Okay.
And that allows them to take a wide variety of courses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope that answered the question. Did that address the question?
I think so. Bobby, the information that you're talking about, where they can find it under CCP, please correct me if I'm wrong, but all of that information can be found at the Garfield Heights High School website on the guidance page.
Yes, and you can find on that guidance page, let me see if I can share my screen and see if I can have it up. Oh, Garfield Heights guidance page, yes. Okay, so if you go to our website, under the high school, there is under the guidance department a link that says College Credit Plus. I do have a link for Tri-C's or for Cleveland State's College Credit Plus where you would apply. My email address if you have any questions. Also a link to Tri-C. And also when I talked about that intent to participate form that is also on there. The initial form, which is just kind of talking about the general rules and that you're aware of it. and some information about Tri-C's College Credit Plus program as well. One thing that is not up there, though, which I will put up there tomorrow, is the transcript release form, which I do need in order to submit a student's transcript to the college or university. I will put that up there tomorrow. On that form, it does say that you need $3. You do not need the $3 for me to submit your transcripts to Tri-C or Cleveland State. I can submit those electronically. All right. Okay, so another question, if a student has over a 3.0 GPA, will they have to take the placement test? All right, do you guys want to answer that?
So if they're 7th through 9th, they would have to take the essay placement test, but 10th through 12th, they do not.
Yeah, unless it's math. Everybody has to take the math placement test.
And
Correct.
at Cleveland State, that hasn't been 100% communicated to me, unfortunately. They're still trying to work that out for English, but definitely for our math, since they wouldn't have the ACT or SAT scores, there would definitely still be a math placement test.
Yeah, and we are accepting SAT, ACT scores, qualifying SAT, ACT scores. So, you know, if the students have those, then they could send those in along with the transcript.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't have to take the placement test if they have the qualifying scores.
Yeah, it's 18 for English, correct?
Correct.
22 for math.
Correct.
If they're using the ACT scores.
That's correct.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. All right. Well, you know, I want to let everybody know to feel free to email me if you have any questions. You know, I'm going to say that Cleveland State and Tri-C are both wonderful. They get back to me as soon as, you know, as soon as I email them if I have some questions, and they do a wonderful job. They do have peak enrollment time, so I will say that if you are thinking about applying, I would apply early so that, you know, we can get that authorization form to attend or the necessary paperwork to them, and that you are able to get an appointment with a counselor there then to select your courses.
And Alicia, our application deadline for summer is May 1st.
It would be, right, it will be May 1st. We do have open application, so you can apply, you know, later if you want to take classes in the fall or spring. But we just urge the students to make sure they get that intent to participate signed by April 1st with their school to guarantee that they have funding. So we do have open application, and our application is online on the CCP website.
Well, thank you. I mean, if there aren't any more questions.
Thank you for everyone for joining us tonight for this CCP information night. And thank you to everybody for joining us. We appreciate you sharing all of your information about your schools. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you.